Hello, good people. Today I just thought I could share a few tips on how we could mix academic work and our passion for art. Excelling in academic work and pursuing our passion for art. How can we mix the two? Almost everyone loves art, and this could be music, poems, drama, drawings, and all forms of art. There's several of them. In one way or the other, there's this, passion within you that you just want to be close to that art. I, for one, I love art. I love all forms of art. People find it hard to pursue their passion for art while maintaining academic excellence, and especially in colleges where you are in control of what you do. No one is pushing you to do things. You have to manage your own time. For people that study art as both a career and pursuing their passion, this could sound easy, like, I can still go in class and I'm going in class to study the same art anyway. But it's not as easy as it is in practice. Here's why it's not that easy. Academic work has specific set of rules of how you should conduct it. So at universities and colleges, it is a requirement that you write assignments, that you attend classes, that you do research, that you conduct research in a certain way, that you write reports in a certain way. And that's why they have the whole school system, and they have professors to actually check that we pursue it in that way. So even if you're studying drama or even you're studying music, there's a set way of doing it in an academic setup, as opposed to where you're just pursuing your passion, where a lot of things are more of a freestyle. As an art, in most cases, it develops from your passion. And one of the key issues in art is that you have to be as authentic as possible to make sure people love your art. So if you're doing music, you have to be unique in that sphere. You have to create music that moves people. And that means you don't have to copy someone. You can just copy and paste. That means you have a little bit more control on what you want to present, what you want to give people, which means that you're also a little bit more flexible in that field. You want to change the rules. You are more in control of the rules of the game of art, because this is art, self-expression. You want to present it with all the authenticity in your blood, in your gut, in your brain. And to mix the two, sometimes there's conflict. So for instance, I was always performing over the weekends when I was at the university. That means practicing music. That means writing the music. That means I have to be in the studio. That means I have to interact with fellow artists. I have to know where the shows are. I have to go and attend those shows. At the same time, I have to write assignments, and I have to write them very good. I have to make sure that I also pursue my academic work. So let's back up a little bit. Who am I? My name is Elias Gaveda. I'm a PhD student at Mzuzu University currently. I'm also a fellow of the Leadership in Environment and Development, and laureate candidate for One Planet Fellowship. I'm a researcher and a consultant. My field is environmental management, climate change, and food security. A mix of these three, and these are what I pursued as my academic work. I am also a published author of articles that I've published with known journals. I present a lot of academic work in most conferences, and I've done that across the world, in America, in Germany, in Malawi, and so many other places. I am also an artist. I go by the name of Zinja. I have performed at Lake of Stars twice. The first time I was with Physics Wajola Bisawu. In 2009, we had even a collab with Sway and several others. We performed. We're like, magic with the tire feeders. And I also performed last year with Conservation Arts, an initiative with others, with Binge, Tigris, and several other artists. The question is, how do I mix the two? The easiest answer to this is time management. They say intelligence is one thing, but time management is another thing. Literally, just being intelligent is not enough. Doing academic work requires time management. So ever since I was in my first year up to the fourth year, I was always on the dean's list. That means my grade was always above average in school, and I was always active in music. But this is because there's a lot of time management requirement. You have to know when you can do academic work and do it at the very best, and we have to know when you have to do art. So my trick was, I would do academic work in the morning or when my brain is so fresh. I write assignments, I do research, I conduct all those things. And then when I'm tired, I relax with art. I start writing lyrics. I start listening to music. I start contemplating all that. So that time, I do my academic work for 4 hours. I relax for another 4 hours. That means I'm doing art for that other 4 hours. So I'm developing my pursuit in art. You have to write a timetable for everything. You cannot just let things happen automatically. You have to know when you're doing the shows, when you have to go to class, when you have to write exams, all those, a mix of that. Always be familiar with the field that you're studying. So if you're doing academic work in this field, make sure you understand it, and the art, you also understand it. So my FB feeds would be either for food security, climate change issues, and music. So every time I open my Facebook page, I'm either studying music or I'm studying my academic work. There are so many tips that I could share, but for now I thought I could start with these few. But if you want to listen more and more tips I have to share, especially for college students that may need some motivation to actually pursue their passion for art but still be able to maintain academic excellence, just hit the subscribe button on this channel and be ready to listen to more tips. And I'll come again with the video that I'll talk about all the tips and all the examples that I've seen, and we can also share comments. And please make sure you make your comment below so that I can know what you're thinking and what else we can talk about. But it does not mean that when you're pursuing your academic work, you should stop your passion for art, or vice versa. I think both of them are very good for life. They build your life in a different way. Some people, they want to go to art. They're saying that school is too hard. There's no importance. Why do we have to pursue school? Trust me. School is as important as art is. Art is as important as school is. School teaches you certain things that you wouldn't learn in art. Art helps you to express certain things that you wouldn't express in academic work. So you cannot say school is nothing. Nah, I think we all have examples where we've seen artists like even Lucius Banda still pursuing school even though he's a great artist, and so many other artists that I've seen. Like you can see Frederick still pursues school, but he's an artist. Most of the people, they will never be fooled. Pursue school, pursue your art. It is possible. So click subscribe on that button so you can hear more tips from me. Thank you. Bye for now.